What is up, guys? Welcome back to Picking a Fight. I'm Latch.
I'm Jeff.
And today we're going to be looking at one of the fights on UFC Fight Night, Ryan Spann versus Anthony Smith. We're going to be looking at Ariane Lipski, the Queen of Violence, versus Mandy Bohm. What you think, Jeff?
I think this matchup actually works well for Ariane. I think this could be her bounce back match. Not saying that Mandy does not pose a threat, because she does. Like she also has a couple submissions under her belt, and in a couple fights, she took her opponent down and kept her there. So there's definitely the threat, but I don't know. I think Ariane has been, I've been keeping up with her training or whatever.
Mm-hmm.
And
You sound like a creep, bro.
right. Nah, she's been training heavily on like her wrestling and jiu-jitsu. But I mean, a couple months ain't gonna fix
Yeah, a lot of
that.
glaring holes in her ground game.
Mm-hmm.
She's coming off 2 back-to-back losses. Her last loss to Montana de la Rosa, her last fight, and then before that to Antonina Shevchenko, Valentina's sister, and then both those fights ended very similarly.
Yeah.
Where she got mounted, and she literally could not get out from underneath, and it showed a big weakness in her game, which is her ground game. Her takedown defense is pretty bad, man. I don't know if it's because she's so petite that they just take her down. Because, Montana de la Rosa looked stronger than her. Antonina didn't really, but, she's probably more technical. But Mandy Bohm, she's a short notice replacement. She's actually making her UFC debut on short notice. Her last fight was at Bellator. But I don't know. For me, it was a little difficult because I couldn't find too much to gauge her skills on. Like, there wasn't a lot of videos of her past fights. She's a little older, but she doesn't have that many professional fights, so, and especially not at the highest level. She only has 7 fights or 8 fights in total. So it's a little hard to gauge. But from what I saw, her punches look pretty slow. Like, I feel like Ariane's probably going to have the speed advantage.
Yeah.
And that, she's going to be faster. And, that's her bread and butter. But I can't see Mandy, looking for the takedown either from the start or once things start to kind of go south for her on the feet. But I just think, when I watched her grapple, and in the clinch and her takedown stuff, she lacks, that aggressiveness that both Antonina and Montana de la Rosa showed to take her down.
Yeah.
And so I don't think she'll be able to take her down. I just don't think she's that developed. On the feet, I feel like the speed is probably going to be the biggest thing. Bomb, I hope I'm saying that right, but she seems to be she's tough, but her punches are loopy, kind of not really straight, not really that fast. She keeps her hands low. And that's on the feet. That's a bad matchup stylistically for Lipski, who she just likes to bang when she's there standing. So, I think this is probably gonna come down to if she can take her down or not, or if she's even if that's even in her game plan, which I think it is. I believe she trains somewhere pretty good. I think she trains at SBG Ireland, where
I think so.
where Connor trains. I don't know if she still does. But that's what the commentary said in her last fight.
Hasn't Ariane been training with Amanda Nunes recently?
American Top Team, I think. But she's always had great coaches, though. I think before that she was with Kings MMA, I think, or Fortis or something like that. Which is
I don't remember.
It's just good, but but I don't know, man.
She looks good. Like Ariane when she's in the Antonina fight. When they were on the feet, dude, she was piecing her up.
Yeah, but Antonina's striking, in my opinion, is not good, bro.
Yeah,
or not that great.
But even against Montana, though,
that's true. But to be fair, she had the length advantage by a lot, bro. She was
Montana
sniping her. No,
Ariane?
Lipski. Yeah, she had
She looked shorter though.
No way, Montana was shorter.
Was she?
I'm pretty sure she was. She was skinnier, but I don't know. But yeah, I think Lipski's striking is good. She did look good before things went to the ground.
Yeah, I think the main part why she gets taken down is she gets too aggressive.
Yeah, when she starts blitzing kind of thing.
Yeah,
Mhm.
and I think we're gonna see a different version of her. Not necessarily like improved ground game or something. I think it's gonna be a more patient Ariane Lipski.
Like more selective of her shots.
Yeah,
Like when she would be aggressive, like the one good thing would be that like she would never throw her punches in singles. Like she would
Yeah,
always
she would
throw
she throws some mean combos.
combinations. Yeah.
Yeah,
I mean, it'd just be like hook, 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 but
Right.
but for a lot of fighters, they end their combinations earlier, but like just with one shot. But that's something that I mean, she could look to do. I mean, from Bomb's couple fights, I mean, she kind of lives in the clinch sometimes, but she just doesn't look strong there either. So it's like I think that the inexperience is probably gonna hurt her, and the fact this is short notice. I think it spells. I don't know. It's just not good for her. I think it's not gonna be her night. I think Lipski's gonna win by. I think she's gonna TKO her.
I think
Probably in the second round. I think.
in the first, right?
Dang. True.
I think. Well, I think we're just gonna see a different part of her that we haven't seen. You know, because obviously they had to go and reevaluate how she's been fighting because her last two losses. So I think we're gonna see a different part of her, and I think that it's gonna be new and improved, and I think she's gonna get the job done early. I'm not saying like first minute or anything, but maybe closer to towards the end of the first round.
True.
But I noticed that even in the Luana Carolina fight, like she almost put herself in a really bad position right before she got the knee bar, and I was like, she kind of just gave up her back and everything.
Yeah, I mean, you could tell she's not like she's just like. Well, I mean, that was like a couple years ago, I think. Or actually, no,
it was like last year, or maybe.
Yeah, it was a little over a year ago. Yeah, she just didn't. I mean, hopefully she got better. Maybe she wasn't practicing or something because her sense of like what to do is not great. Like sometimes she gets in like worse positions. Like she I think you're talking about the calf slicer. She almost got her something.
And I mean, she could have easily gotten into like bad position. I guess like with the rear naked or something.
That's true. Yeah, so I think it's gonna be. I think it's gonna be a bounce back fight for Ariane. Hopefully for Mandy, they keep her around. You know, it always sucks when these fighters make their debut on short notice, like to step in, because it's a great opportunity, and hopefully they don't get cut right after. But hopefully she can show some. But yeah, I think Lipski's gonna dominate on the feet. I think Bomb's wrestling's not gonna be strong enough to take her down, and I think that's gonna spell trouble for her on the feet. She's gonna get pieced, and I think she gets TKO'd second round. And you said TKO first round, right?
Yeah, I think Lipski gets the job done this time.
All right. Well, those are our thoughts. Those are our predictions. We both got Lipski by TKO. We think she's just going to be too much for the newcomer. And, yeah.
Don't forget to like and subscribe. And follow us on Instagram at Picking a Fight. Make sure to tune into the other videos. We're covering other fights on this card. And we'll see you there.
Yep, and we'll see you after the fights. Don't forget to tune in.